OK, now let's meet our journos for the first time this evening. We've got Andy Hodgson, football journalist and the digital sports editor from The Independent. It's Mr Simon Rice. Gentlemen, welcome and Happy New Year to you. I'm going to start with you, Andy. Let's. It was in one of the big five headlines. Oscar, Costa, dust up, bust up, fracas, call it what you want.
Yeah.
I'll ask you this, so what?
Well, do you know, I agree with you. And when Hiddink has played it down, it's a couple of bulls having a go at each other. If the photographer was there, he said, then he could have taken some nice photos, but basically he wasn't interested. You must have had the same experience. We've all had it on the football field, not at your level, five-a-side for me, but we've all had it where we've had a bit of a go, and at the end of the day, it's just a game, and it won't make a blind bit of difference.
OK, let's have a listen to what Mr Gus Hiddink had to say about this fracas.
It was a pity that our photographer yesterday had a day off.
For £65 million, I mean, that's not going to get him, is it?
I don't know, if his form comes back now, it's fascinating, since we last spoke, the difference in the Chelsea team. And, you know, one man walks out the door, suddenly there's a bit of freedom, they're allowed to be creative, it's all a bit more relaxed, they're doing their own thing. Who knows whether that'll come back? You know, he's not a rubbish player really overnight, is he? He's got something in his locker that's worth a lot of money.
He was PFA Player of the Year, don't forget.
Exactly.
Let me tell you now, Zinedine Zidane, who's now...
He loves him, doesn't he?
He absolutely does. Now, there's sometimes you get a snowball effect. If Eden Hazard is to leave, someone's got to replace him. There are rumours now that Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is on the top of the list for Chelsea. Again, I can't quite... Shut up, you lot. I can't quite see that happening either in this window, can you?
I'm kind of split on that one, because it would be bizarre for Arsenal to let him go, but if he doesn't play, how's he going to get in the England squad? So he might be pushing for it, you never know, and they're not competing, really. Arsenal are right up there, Chelsea are right down here. It's 50% of me is going, that might happen, but on the other side, they'd be bonkers to let him go, so I don't know.
So I am going to start with you, Andy. Arsenal, Sunderland. This is a formality, isn't it?
There's no question about it. Big Sam is resting players. He's disrespecting the whole competition.
Whoa. What do you mean disrespecting the competition?
What is that?
£67,500. That's all they're getting. They're disrespect the competition if that's all the money's worth.
This is tradition, and particularly, you were talking about the lower league clubs earlier. I completely agree. It is pure romance for them. It is a big day. You know, Eastleigh, they're the last non-league team, and it's pure romance. Don't disrespect it. I'm not having it. But the lads in the Premier League, it's all about money, innit? It's what it's all about.
Isn't it always about money, huh?
You never know in the Cup, that's the thing. Everton will underestimate them, won't they? They'll say they're not going to, but they might do.
But it's the FA Cup, everyone's got a chance. It's 90 minutes of football, who knows what's going to happen. QPR travelled to Nottingham Forest. I believe QPR have never beaten Nottingham Forest away from home.
I'm 50-50 on that. QPR have started to push, but Hasselbank can't get a win out of them.
No.
But Forest are doing well. It could be the day that they come back, but that might be a draw, that one, for me.
Yeah.
I never been in Wembley, and I'd like to go in Wembley.
It's Claudio Ranieri. Never been to Wembley? He wants to go to Wembley. Who doesn't want to go to Wembley?
Someone's getting a ticket.
Well, come on. You know exactly. He wants to make sure he's got that little flower on his collar. He wants to lead the team out, the national anthem. I mean, that's got to be every manager's dream. I know that Claudio Ranieri has had an incredibly success's career, but... You know, going to Wembley would really top it off. And Leicester have got a chance here, by the way.
I'm very, very motivated. It's a complete stat match all the way down. I think they both lost 2 games. They're about 4 points apart. Shots on target, they're both about 200 and something. So I really struggle to separate them. But if Vardy's not playing because he's had his little groin trouble, that might be the difference. But then Leicester are going to be up for it. They're playing free-flowing football and loving it this season. So Leicester might pip it for me. A draw, I think, would probably be happy, but they might lose that one.
Indeed.